YouTube, today we're trying to see if my Yang Squad is one of a good one in Zenless 0 or is she a bust. So let's get straight into the video. Here she is, attack 3k, crit rate 60, and crit damage 200. Now, you don't need that much crit rate, I just like the way it looks, so. Her skills, 12, 11, 11. So I will be getting them up there later on, but right now, resources. Her disc drives, the main set, her signature weapon, everything like that, and everything in between. She looks good, she looks alright, but doesn't mean anything. Sometimes stats on paper doesn't always mean everything, alright? So let's see her teammates. Next up, Zhao. Zhao with her, 27 health, that's the threshold or her stats that she needs to be a very good Zhao. And next up, we have Dylan. Dylan is a very good support character. She helps a lot, and she is part of the premium team with Yang Xishuan. So that's another good thing about her. And now let's see the free-to-play player that I will be using in this video because we kind of need that. And it is Ambi. Ambi here, we haven't seen her in a very long time. But I wanted to use her because from one, I kind of did miss her. And two, because Ambi is Ambi. I just love this lady. But she is a very good free-to-play option, and what we're going to be doing with it is that we're going to be taking a shield defense. And one of the things it's weak to is electric. So let's go see this. A little disclaimer, Yang Xinhuan does need Ether Veil very badly. She needs it very badly if she want to go fast. She's still good without it, but having it on your team is very, very good since you want to go very fast at shield defense or deadly assault. So I recommend you keep that. Here we are in shield defense, and let me tell you guys now that I always start off with my supports first. I never start with my main DPS no matter what. I don't know if anyone else does it, but I know I don't. Here I go with Zhao and Dylan so much because I try to get to my Ether Veil very early with Yang Xinhuan because it's very important if you start out early with it. I try to build a meter up with Dylan very fast so I can, for one, spam her ultimate, and two, deal with the enemy fast enough so I can get to the main boss very fast. And once I do that, I just let go of my R2 and just call it a day, switch to Zhao. Because the thing is, Yang Xinhuan being in Ether Veil very fast and early is very helpful. Because you go to like 359, I can tell you right now, you're not making it to S rank. And forget S plus rank. You're not making it at that point. But at the same time, I just do truly enjoy the fact how her gameplay is. And like I said before, Ether Veil is very important to Yang Xinhuan. She desperately need it if she want to go fast. But if you want to play without it, like more of a free-to-play team, you could. But since Xiao is also, free, you don't have to worry about that stuff at all. I don't think anyone did claim Xiao. If someone did claim Xiao, I don't know how to help you. And by 350, you should definitely be about A rank. If you're not at A rank at 350, you have a harder time getting to A rank even earlier because, in this game, it's just very important to get to that point because shield defense is not just a speed thing, but also a damage multiplier thing. And you need a lot of multipliers at the right time to actually do enough damage to get to S rank. And most of the time when I do it with her recently, I've been getting like 35k to 40k points. In daily assists, I definitely get that because daily assists have been easy recently. But shield defense is getting harder and harder, especially with the way the new system is. It's not that bad. I actually do like the system. Um, what I try to do my very best to do when I'm in this mode is that I try to do my quick assist very, very fast because if you're in a long animation, I will switch characters very fast because I can't take risks of trying to finish an animation that don't need to be finished. With Diane I make sure that I do her three combo skill attack thing. I don't know what to call it. I'm just calling it combo skill for right now. And every single moment, when she's about to get her meter, I make sure I stay on Diane and speed rush it. And before she ends her three combo, I make sure I switch to Yang Xinhuan if she needs a little bit more for push. This helps a lot. This helps a lot. When I say to you guys that she is very, very good at this game, you could clear a lot of stuff out this easily. This very easily. Now my damage report, golden. Look how much damage she did. Golden. Recently, I've been clearing the deadly assault without any issues. I've just been enjoying it like a lot, and it's been super easy. Like just a free gem chip right then and there. But I will say that Yang Xinhuan makes it even much more easier than it already has to be. Because of this mode, I get like 30 to 35 to 40k actually in here. My best run with her was probably about 45k, and I'm guessing. I'm not, don't quote me, it definitely was 40k, but guessing from 45k part. But at the same time, I do realize that it's thanks to Zhao, honestly, that I get this far because without her ether veil, it's very, very hard. I do like that I do have 200 crit damage. That is the standard with her, but the 60 crit rate is not standard. You could go for more attack, but the reason why I have so much crit rate is because like I said earlier, I just like the way it looks. So I recommend you go for more attacking than crit rate because either way, from her own core skills, that she get 30% of crit rate. So all you gotta do is get her crit rate to like what 30 to 40 to 50, and you should be fine. You don't really need all that much. I just do it because I just really enjoy it. So I recommend you guys just if you really want her to be that good, just don't even worry about crit rate. Cause crit rate will come to you very good. Just put over enough that you have, but don't like put your all into it because no matter what, she will definitely have the crit rate she needs to do much damage. But the crit damage is very, very needed. She already does enough damage, but with that, it's even more better. 200 crit damage is not normally something that people would do, but for me, I like doing it because Genshin it was just a thing. Because it's super easy to do in Genshin because you have a weapon that gives you crit rate, you have the artifact that gives you crit rate, all crit value, and you got so many things that give you crit value. So Genshin that's different. When it's this game, people don't have to go to like 200 crit damage. My only other character that have maybe something like this in Zenless Zero is Ambi. Like I was telling you guys earlier, and you see here that I'm a little slower now because I don't have my Dying Limb. So the issue here with like Ambi is that she's a single target. Nowadays, there's too many targets around for Ambi to be really good. She can still do damage, just good stun, but it's a single target. I guess the final boss, that's perfectly fine. But before you get to the boss, you gotta fight like 2 to 5 people, and Ambi just can't do it. You gotta rely on Yang Xingwan if you want to do it. I still use Zhao here because remember I said she's free. So this basically still counts, even though she's still like an S rank character. Ambi here did wonders though. She did really well here. I actually commend her for doing what she did because thanks to her, I did get a little further than I thought I would do with any other character. Ambi did well here. So you will see here that Ethervel was very crucial. It's even more crucial now because I don't have like a premium team. Premium team does help. Don't let anyone fool you. Don't let people say, "Oh, you don't need a." If you want to go faster, there's a difference between free to play and faster. Premium. There's a reason why it's called premium and pay to win kind of thing. So I recommend you guys like truly, if you're gonna be free to play, if you're not gonna have the characters, you're gonna have to do a little extra work to get all this good stats. And sometimes because even with the main DPS doing really good damage, the support they just don't cut it sometimes. Luckily, Xiao is not just a very good support; she's also a healer. She also do heal, so sometimes you will see that, and she does really good healing for a character that's like a defensive character. I think Xiao is just the most perfect support character other than Ashley Yao. The only one that could really rival Xiao is probably maybe like I can't think of it at the current moment, but Xiao is very good, and I actually truly enjoy this character. And you can see that from my profile. I've been like spamming her all over the place. But even with a free to play team, this is still something kind of hard to do because it's not you're not doing as much damage you like to do. You could still do it and you could still get far, but I'm not going to tell you that it's something walking apart. I'm not going to tell you that. She does about me a million damage in total, my youngster squad. I think in my free to play team, she does about 800k. Don't quote me on that. And her ultimate is still good, and you can still get very far, but you do not need a premium team to do this. Trust me. Any free to play team is good. You just have to understand your team and know how to build them. I will tell you guys a little thing here that I did have to do this like a few times before I got it because like I said, Ambi is a single target, and I had to have them like closer together to really do enough stunning to get them stunned because those enemies was very annoying when they kept separating from each other. Trust me, they kept separating, and I just could not catch them together. So unfortunately, I had to sit there and do what I had to do. Yang Xingguan is very crucial. Like as a person that I'm sorry, I didn't even say Young Xingguan. I meant to say Xiao is very crucial to this team. And Shunna, the new character, I think her name is Shunna, whatever her name is also very crucial. Very, very crucial. I forgot to show you guys the damage count here. My fault. So here to me that my character is just fabulous. I don't think that she needs anything else. Build the way you want her to be built. You don't have to go to the standard stuff. You don't have to go to the extraordinary stuff. This character is very flexible. You could really do a lot of stuff with her and just still be fine. You can make many mistakes in the fight and still be fine. If you, long as you're doing something early, like doing a lot of damage early, The rest of it does not matter with Young Ji-hwan because that's how good she is. If you was worried about picking her up before, you shouldn't be because trust me, right now she's not gonna get power crept. This character cannot get power crept for a very long time. They have to do something that's extraordinary for her to get power crept. She is definitely tier zero. She is definitely the one character that I just cannot believe is in this game because she's just so good at it. I will say also that, like I told you guys before, you will struggle with a complete free to play team if you do not have Shao. The issue is that her Ether Veil is very important, and Yankee Wan really does need that. But unfortunately, not anyone could get Shao because they come to the game late or whatever the reason is. And you will struggle in game. In story mode and other stuff like that, you don't fucking need the character. She's not that important. I mean, you don't need anyone in this game. Don't let anyone tell you that. This game is very free to play friendly. But I will say the combat in endgame is not free to play friendly. You need to do like a lot of stuff if you are free to play and don't have like the characters that you need. Of course, you can still go in with a character that is like that don't have the resistant on them and still do well. But honestly, that's it for me. If you like the video, like, subscribe. If you don't like the video, comment your reason why. I do believe that she's not gonna get power grab. I truly believe that. And yeah, hopefully you all have a good day.